Ta-da, we did it. There's the article. X-Man UW, appreciate the prime. Thank you. Are we getting a new banger to top Dodungada for set 4? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Hodge Bramble Declaw Zin is underrated right now? Sweet, I hope so. If it is, that's awesome. The Chosen mechanic feels like a more viable variant of the Lux Avatar trait. Yeah, the funny thing about the Chosen mechanic is, like, every time we think we have it figured out at work, at least in our playtests, someone plays it a different way and does even better. So it's like, we're still trying to figure out the optimal way to play it. Which is probably a good thing, that there might not be an optimal way to play it. Alright, Galactic Armory. Remember when that galaxy sucked? Remember that? What is Ninja in set 4? That's a great question. Wait, I actually get to pick my build this game. No more force builds. I actually get to pick. It's crazy. Brack tier 12, 2 months. Appreciate the sub. Again, appreciate the support, guys. Makes doing this extra worth it. How would you rank all of the galaxies? Oh, you want me to do a tier list? I'll do my tier list. I haven't really publicly revealed my tier list on the galaxies. Can we not have Blade Master this time? Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I have Blade Master items. Could go Battlecast, I guess. There's some dancing music. I'm gonna give you your points back. I'll dance a little later. Will set 4 have something like Gunslingers? No spoilers. Don't forget the galaxies that got rolled out. No, that's what's nice about the tier list. The tier list has those all. I can do that after this game. Oh god. Fine, I'll dance. Let me see if I can find a better song though. That's not a good song. Here we go. Alright. That's a bad idea. Can you rank all the sets by your personal enjoyment? Personally, for me, it goes 3, 2, 1. And I'm not just saying that. Like, I've enjoyed 3 the most. I enjoyed Rise of the Elements because I liked Summoner Malzahar and stuff like that. And set 1, I think, was a bit unrefined for my tastes. Force a build Nautilus carry. Okay, well, it might have to be next game. Are there more traits at the start of set 4 than the 13 showed in the article? Yes. Definitely. What's the biggest mistake players do when making a transition? I'm having big trouble playing 4 Space Pirates. I always try to build GP and Jinx items. And I've tried pretty much every comp to transition, but I rarely succeed. Well, Pirates is a whole different question about how to transition. But I would say the biggest mistake people do, and Milk covered this in his video, is like they end up making their board weaker when they're trying to transition. Where it's like keep your board strong and only transition once you can actually make your board stronger. Are there more traits? I already answered that one. Will set 4 have something like Gunslingers Blasters? No spoilers. Will the summoner trait ever return? As much as I personally enjoyed it, the answer is probably not. It made the board very hard to read, very messy, so probably not. How are we winning these fights? I'm actually a little shocked we're winning these fights, and we're going to win this one too. Actually, we might lose this. It's going to be really close. Wow. We won that fight. I'm shocked. Is Chosen the only set 4 mechanic? Yes, that is the plan. Okay, I don't play this game much, but think about getting in on the upcoming season. Any tips for a new player? Take it slow and try to understand the item system. That's probably the biggest difference between a good player and a not good player, is like understanding the item system and which characters make use of it. Also learning to not press this button until you have to, the refresh button. Oh my god, we lived. My best tip, I think, is watching a lot of streams and videos. I mean, that helps too. Alright, item we want is... Technically we want parts of red buff. So... Belt and armor. Well, there's no belt or armor. Greeting from LatAm, welcome. Watch TSM King, he's cool? He is cool. Will the Big Bang Galaxy be playable in the world finale? Yes, it will. Which I personally am looking very much forward to. Are there going to be traits that do not boost the unit but have impact like Demo? Yes. I mean, technically Cultist is one of those. Is Rageblade just not good on Cog anymore? Yeah, Rageblade right now is not a very good item. It's one of the items that probably needs a good buff. Will Ninja trait ever return? Yes. Yes, it will. Is Galio stronger than Mech in your opinion? Not really. Not really, because you can't itemize Galio, and so you can't do things like Bramble protection and stuff like that. So, to me, the answer is no there. Hey, the Agon Sharks. Do we not have Hide Summoner name feature anymore? It's gone from PvE now. I don't think that's ever been a real feature. Though I think at some point it might need to be. Do cultists disappear when Galio is summoned? No. No. Oof. Oh no! Alright, we're still okay though. Turns out Ionic Spark Alawi is pretty good? Yeah, it's pretty good. Who are some of the favorites to win the next tournament? I have no idea. I think all the players in the World's Finals are good, and so it's going to be really interesting to see who's adapted to the meta and who's going to take it to the victory. So I am very interested to see that. I think cultists have to be sacrificed to die so the Gallia's awakened? Maybe. What about a summoner's mechanic where everyone only summons between 1 to 3 extra units? That's still a lot of units on the board. Like, even if you look at summoners and it was like just Zyra and Malzahar, it's just a ton of stuff going on the board, so... Oh, this is a crazy. I don't think this is gonna work very well, but oh god. With the Moonlight trait, has it been tested how easy it is to get a 4 and reroll comps? It is something that rarely happens. I mean, it can definitely happen. I wouldn't call it easy, but I also wouldn't call it that hard. It can definitely happen. It seems really strong on paper. I mean, having 1 strong unit is good, but it is a 1-cost unit, so it's not like it's doing a ton of stuff. Give it a try. Let us know what you think. So with set 3, different galaxies made different strike speeds as comps and playstyles. My assumption is with the chosen mechanic of set 4 that will prevent the stagnation of a couple meta comps ruling over the game. It does that less so in my opinion, because there's still the issue of like, you know, let's say hypothetically Cultist was the best comp in the game. Like, it just means get one of the Cultists chosen and play it. But what it means is it's a lot harder to force those overpowered comps. A lot of Dariuses this game. Because it's really hard to get those chosen, so... When is the anniversary stream? Next week. Next week. Like I said, it'll either be 12 or 24 hours. So... Nothing we need. Those Jin items are really attractive. Another Darius. A lot of people playing pirates this game. I bet next patch tier list will be hard to make, yeah. I've been making a tier list of Chosen, is the way I've been approaching it. I have my own tier list of which Chosens I think are good and which ones aren't. But even as I make that, it's like, it gets proven wrong very frequently. How much would a tier list of Chosen vary from a tier list of units in general? Pretty heavily because of the traits. God, we're just going to have to pivot, aren't we? Sitting on 2 Jins like this before we see this. The problem is, what's our front line? Brawler Sniper is not a real comp. I feel like Galaxies were bringing new things every patch. Don't you feel like we'll be missing that with the next set? We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's definitely going to be different, but who knows? Maybe there's a way to add some of that through a different thing. Be interesting to see. Are you planning to release Set 4 PvE patch notes every day like you did with 3.5? Yep, that's the plan. Do you think the next set will punish more people that try to force build and reward flexible players? I believe so, yes. If you try to force a Chosen, you're going to have a bad time. Oh, this is not ideal. Now. Do you guys playtest the new set in-house? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. It's all the designers playing it. In your playtest, does the Chosen mechanics make the game more RNG reliant? I mean, everything is RNG. Like, when people ask, does the game have RNG, it's like, you realize the shop and the item, like, there's RNG in the game. The game is all about how you adapt to RNG. So, yes? Question mark? Like, there was a really good Reddit response, though, that summed it up really well. Where they're like, instead of playing adaptably, it's like, what people are going to do is try to force a specific Chosen, not get it, go 8th, blame Mortdog for the results. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. BT? Isn't BT this bad play? Let's go that. Zerat Portal's probably the play here. Celestial Spat? I don't know about that one. Isn't Morello Teemo the play? Yeah, Morello Teemo's not bad. I don't have the blue buff for Teemo though, so Teemo's like not a real unit right now. He does have 1.0 attack speed. Okay, are there any ultimates being changed for the returning characters? I'll just say yes. That's all I'll say. That's all you get. Can I blame you for all my losses but take credit for all my wins in TFT? That sounds like a typical player. So, yes. Did you have games where you didn't get any Chosen? No. You will definitely see many, many Chosen. It's your choice whether or not to take them. But you will definitely see plenty of Chosen. Alright, I'm just going to greed this for now. Can you tell us where you and your Draven question? No spoilers. Oh my god, the Darius keeps going back to full health. There we go. It's like one shot the damn Darius already. Alright, I'm dancing too much. Take the points back. Alright, items wise. Spatula. No, it's good. The hell do I want? Ash? Morello Ash? Morello Ash and level? Nope. Not getting that. Have you ever considered some type of TFT mode or team mode? Yes, we have considered. Maybe someday. Four brawler, 4 sniper. Not a comp I thought I'd be running. That's for sure. If I buy a Chosen and sell it later on, will I only be able to get that Chosen again? Nope, you can start finding new Chosen. But what I'll say is it's very hard late game to find a Chosen that fits into the traits that you're running. So, very risky to do that. No. Still one. I got Mastered for the first time yesterday. Hey, congratulations. Good job, Over the Rainbow. Can 2 people have the same Chosen? Yes. Thoughts on making a chat-generated karaoke version of Dungada during your anniversary stream? Sounds fun. Alright, I'd like to get some power on my team. Would be nice. I'm gonna roll to 30. Two Jannas. That feels like the world's biggest bait. I'm pretty sure that's just the world's biggest bait. Take it? Fine. There's no way that's good, though. I'll take it for one reason, though. And I'm going to sell it after this turn if we don't get a tier. But if we do get a tier... I'm just a huge fan of Draven. No, I hear you. I hear you. How do you 3-star a Chosen? You buy 6 more copies of that unit. If we get a tier here, great. If not, I'm selling the Jannas. That is not a tier. Selling the Jannas. Does a 3-star Chosen have better stats than the regular 3-star of the same unit? I mean, those same inflated stats that we talked about, the 200 health plus the extra stats. It's the same stats. So. Whew. When is Worlds being played? I believe it's September 3rd and 4th. The question is this better than this? And I think the answer's got to be yes. Excuse me. Did we just kill that GP before it could cast? We sure did. Woof. Woof. I imagine you can't answer this, but why is Callista a duelist and not a sharpshooter? Is it the same thing as Urgot's Protector? No. When you see duelist, it'll make sense. It'll make sense. When some buy a Chosen, does that take 3 copies from the pool? Yes. If so, if a 3-star has most of its copies owned by players, does that mean it cannot appear as a Chosen in the store? Yes. That is what that means. Damn. Because I wouldn't mind getting this for this, because Vi's better. Also, why am I not using these items? I should just do this. Be done with it. Yes, it's double Ionic Spark. It's not great, but whatever. I skipped Brand? How did I skip Brand? Is he still a champion? Alright, it's going well. Will we see KDA variants for any of the little legends? Maybe someday. I think it'd be sweet. I mean, the item we want is super obvious. There's no way we get it, though. Second place, I think, becomes Shroud. Yeah, we didn't get it. Okay, no Shroud. Giant Slayer. Actually, it might be Frozen Heart. No. Okay. I think it's just Giant Slayer, then. Are you nerf protectors? There is no plans to nerf protectors for the rest of the set. Probably regret that, but Zombly, appreciate the Prime, thank you. Who makes the Galaxy names? Technically, the final decision is up to B-Sal, Catches Axes. I'm sure he would appreciate to hear that you like the names. Man, this Jin has been slapping all game. How is the mana you get when you get damage calculated? It's 0.06 times pre-mitigated damage. I hope Kane drops blue buff. I do too. It'll make me sad. And having you all watch me get sad is, I think, worth the comedic value. Things I have pairs of, things I don't need. Are there going to be any resourceless units like Jin in set 4? Yes. Yes. I'm pretty sure we lose this fight. Okay, we got lucky. Yeah, that's what that's what I was afraid of right there, but we killed everything else fast enough. Great. Sweet. Ditch one brawler for Aurelian Soul? Why Aurelian Soul? That doesn't get me much. If anything... Because I agree, ditching a brawler makes a ton of sense. I was hoping to hit Gnar so we could get rid of Malphite. Chrono, I mean, like, yeah. Finding Blitz would be okay. But this is basically a protect the Jhin comp, so. Echo for Cyber, but there's no items on my Cybers, really. So, like, that doesn't seem worth either. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It just, it is what it is. Oof. Oof. I don't know, this seems like a pretty brutal beatdown game. The problem is we just lose Darkstar with that though, so that's not even worth. Ah well, let's see. Anything I should be worried about? Yeah, I moved because of the GP. Although it's an infiltrator GP, I just noticed, so. Seems like we're gonna win this game. We're just up against the Space Pirate player. We're in the corner as far as we care to be. Yeah. I don't know. I think it is what it is. Huh? Oh, disarmed? Are you kidding me? Swordbreaker. Nothing goes good with the spatula, unfortunately. That's a shame. I have an idea. Uh-oh. The pirates have turned on. think we're in trouble. I think we're in trouble. Drop 2 snipers for 2 mystics? That's a really good idea. I like that idea a lot. Yeah, that's probably the only hope we have. I like that idea a lot, though. So we drop Ash and that for that. This will probably end up here. We're basically looking for Echo, Lulu, and snipers. Sometimes you hit. Ah, that was bad positioning. And you should have that. Oh no! Woof! Nice! Nice! We did it! GG.